week. Now, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Henry Korte, has charged the newly sworn-in Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives from the various assemblies within the region to work without compromise. According to Section 21 of the Local Government Act, Act 936/26 of the 29 MMDCEs nominated by the President of the Republic, Nana Akufo-Addo, were sworn into office earlier this afternoon. The minister admonished the elected officials to work tirelessly and admonished them to represent the interests of the people and the President. He spoke at the swearing-in ceremony earlier today.
This is therefore no time to waste. And I repeat, there is no time to waste. Your work starts immediately you leave here, and you must learn the rudiments of the job by reading and understanding all the relevant acts and model standing orders to appreciate what is at stake. MMDCEs, the job day ground. Don't go and sit, relax in your offices. It is no more business as usual. And we at the RCC shall deploy all the monitoring tools to ensure that you perform your mandated duties without fail. Honorable MMDCs, I wish to remind you of your duties as representatives of His Excellency the President and the central government in your respective jurisdictions as Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives, as stipulated in Section 21 of the Local Governance Act at 936. Above all, let me remind you to be guided by other rules, regulations and procedures in all your dealings with the people and in the performance of your duties. Good governance is about modesty, openness, accessibility, accountability to our citizens. You are taking office at a very crucial time when the development challenges facing us as a country, especially in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. Finally, I wish to congratulate you on your appointment and do hope that with the support of the Regional Coordinating Council, you would measure up to the task ahead of you. I wish you the best of luck.
Local Government Minister Dan Botwe charged the newly sworn-in chief executives to abide by the guiding principles prescribed in the Constitution. He asked that his ministry will be intolerant to MMDCEs who circumvent the principles of their office for their personal gain.
We are going to ensure that what the law says, all of us, we shall obey the law. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in the next 10 days or 11 days, there will be an orientation for MMDCs. Mr. President will address them. After that, there will be training workshops. So we are not going to say a lot here, but let me say that it's so clear the role of the Regional Coordinating Council. And that's why I'm so happy the Regional Minister says they are going to monitor. And we are also going to do the same. The functions of the District Assembly is so clearly stated in the law. In Section 12 of Local Governance Act, function of District Assembly is very well stated. The functions of the DCE is very well stated. There are so many functions of the Assembly, planning functions, and that they should always liaise with their chiefs and the stakeholders. And this should happen. Actually, all of our Assembly members, you know it's in the law that before you attend Assembly meeting, you should have consulted the people in your electoral area before you attend Assembly meeting. And after each Assembly meeting, you should go back and tell them what transpired. It's in the law. It's in the law. The MDCs are described as chief executive of central government. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you that the ministry will ensure that whatever is in Act 936, it will function. We are in Greater Accra. On the 12th of October, 3 days ago, flooding in some areas. I watched television, and a young lady was calling on Mr. President. Why should there be flooding in an electoral area, in a district, and they are not calling on the district chief executive, but they are calling on Mr. President? And the MDC says he's the chief representative of the president there. If that is the case, you should be the first point of call. We all talk. Permits are given. The law says clearly there's a planning authority. And I want to assure you, I don't want to play to the gallery because we are going to meet them. But it can never be the case that an assembly will issue a permit for people to build in waterways and turn around to go back and pretend as if they are not aware. It will not happen again. It cannot continue to happen.